Thank you all, faculty and staff, friends and relatives, member of the broader Columbia family, for inviting me to celebrate with you this evening. And congratulations, class of 2021. You know, in a time of uncertainty and loss, it's wonderful to share in such a joyful occasion. And it's such a privilege to be among the first to welcome you to the ranks of Columbia University alumni. Now, I'm willing to bet this isn't quite how you pictured your graduation. But as much as I'd rather be with all of you in person in Morningside Heights, the truth is that these circumstances, the trying and tragic year that we've had, the unsettled world that you're graduating into, all of the reasons that we can't be together are the same things that present the class of 2021 opportunities for greatness. Now, I know you didn't sign up for this, to put it mildly, but the timing of a graduation, the fact that 2021 is the year printed on the very expensive piece of paper that you will receive today will define your generation's place in history. And make no mistake, graduates, history is watching. Rarely ever, and certainly never in my lifetime, have we faced a moment like this one, a time of global crisis and American estrangement, an American nation too often divided against itself, riven by intentional lies, distorted by intolerance and mistrust. A world beset by challenges old and new, from armed conflict to climate change, that threaten the international order. The strength of all free and open societies, even the future of humanity itself. Now, no one can speak to the geopolitical landscape with greater authority than Secretary Albright, with whom it's an honor to share this virtual stage. But the question that looms over everything in this moment, and the one that I invite you to focus on tonight, is what our countries, our societies, our new normal will look like as you leave Columbia, step into an uncharted future, and take charge of a world that will never be the same. Now, what's at stake in this moment, your moment, is the fundamental character of this nation, the promise of democracy itself, and the interconnected fates of all open societies all around the world. Will we emerge from this pandemic stronger and more united, or weaker and more divided? Can we engage in a constructive dialogue about the hardest issues like democracy, injustice, race, and policing? Can we stem a rising tide of hatred and extremist groups and hold our leaders accountable when they fan the flames of xenophobia? Or will we keep descending into separate echo chambers, growing more and more fractured against ourselves? As we rebuild our economies, will we race back to the same old ways of doing business that have supercharged inequality, both here in the United States and across the globe? Or can we reimagine and adapt in pursuit of better new-collar jobs, increased economic security, and a more inclusive model of prosperity? Most fundamentally, from the ashes of today's scorched earth politics, can we transform government and civil society to be more responsive, more mutually respectful, and more representative of the populations they serve? Or will voter suppression, gerrymandering, and conspiracy theories pave the way to a darker and less democratic future? Graduates, I want to be very clear. These questions are not rhetorical. No outcome is foreordained. Progress is not guaranteed. This isn't a thought experiment. It's your breathtaking opportunity. Rarely in human history has a generation been called to reimagine and to rebuild so much of our society at such scale. So class of 21, I'm not asking you to speculate about the future. Starting right this moment, it is your responsibility to shape it. This is a class of just over 700 graduates from more than 70 countries. And before you know it, and trust me, it will feel like the blink of an eye, you'll be CEOs and mayors, entrepreneurs and nonprofit leaders. You'll be legislators, civic leaders, cabinet members, even a future president or prime minister. None of this is out of reach because Columbia graduates, your predecessors and mine, have gone on to do all of these things. And not a single one of them was any more qualified or better prepared than you are today. What will the class of 2021 contribute to this legacy? What will you achieve that earlier generations could scarcely imagine? Now, I said a moment ago that you didn't sign up for this, but we all know that's not quite true. No one could have foreseen the confluence of crises that have defined your time at Columbia. But here's the thing, class of 2021, extraordinary times produce extraordinary people. The fact that you chose to enroll in the world's preeminent school of international and public affairs and you are now graduating into this crucible, means that you're right where you belong and right where we need your energy, your ideas, your leadership the most. Graduates, I look forward to all that you will do and achieve from this moment on. Rise to the challenges. Be unafraid to confront untruths and misuses of power. Use your talents and learned skills to usher in a new age of tolerance, political growth, and shared prosperity. All of this is possible if you will lead. Our nation, our world is counting on you. I am counting on you. So congratulations once again, and Godspeed, class of 2021.